Show, baby, baby, on the radio. It's the Luke Show on the radio. It's the Luke Show. Oh, I'm the wrong way. It's the wrong way, people. Yo, welcome to another edition of yours truly, Uncle Luke Show. We are here live in the garage. You see my man, Lenny Harris, arguably one of the best baseball players to ever come out of South Florida. Second to the Hawk from South Miami, the Hawk, Andre Dawson. Lenny, no disrespect to you, but you're, shit. Damn, Lenny, you might not be the best come out of the city. Was it Mickey Rivers? Did Mickey Rivers come out of, didn't he play at the West? And Lenny played at Jackson? No, in my book, Lenny Harris, best of all times. Hawk, you just going to have to get mad with me. That's my man, Good and Plenty Lenny, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, I want to welcome you all to another edition of yours truly, Uncle Luke Show. Tune in right now. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Yo, this fool is back on live on all of your social media platforms. We're live on my Instagram page, Uncle Luke Real One. We only get 45 minutes over there. We're on live on Twitter. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're everywhere. If you want to comment, go to my YouTube page, Uncle Luke TV, and then I can see you up in the comments. Or you can go over there to Facebook. I don't really get to see you in the comments over at Instagram, because when I do that, then I have to go out of the control room, go into somewhere else, and it becomes a mess. But for the most part, thank you guys for showing up today. Man, this show is big. I can't go nowhere without people saying, yo, I look at the podcast. Yo, man, the podcast shit is dope, man. I really enjoy it. You know, you be keeping it 100, and then people give a little chuckle. They give a little laugh. They be like, I know what that laugh is. When you get that laugh, that means motherfuckers is like, yo, you be saying some shit I really fucking got a problem with. Yo, right now, like we always start the show off, I need to know where you're from. Put in the chat where you're from. Put in the chat where you're from. Let me get my hat straight. Put in the chat where you're from. What the hell, Northern Ohio? See, y'all brought that cold weather down here. We got Oklahoma City up in the building. Yo, put in the chat where you're from. Put in the chat where I need to know where the fuck you from. Please put it in the chat. We are live, people. We're having a good time. We're going to have a good time on this show here because I got a whole lot of shit to cover. Don Lemon getting locked the fuck up. Paul George, PED. Bill Belichick getting stubbed. I know I was supposed to deal with that. We got a Cuban war going on. I almost called Mario Diaz. Get the fuck out of here. I almost said Mario Diaz. Mario Cristobal versus Manny Diaz going on. I mean, hey, get the Cuban coffee going, baby. Get that shit going. HBCU donors. Hey, yo, Epstein files. Who was on the Epstein Island? Who was on the Epstein Islands? It was not me. It was not me. I don't go get invited to the Epstein Islands. No. Not Luke at the Epstein Islands. I did not get invited to any baby all parties where you slip and slide through the room and swing on the chandeliers. I never got invited to the Epstein Island where Mr. Miyagi was sitting there waiting for you. Welcome to the Epstein Island, where all of your fantasies are ours. Let me stop playing with the Epstein Island. My God, we're going to talk about that and more. Hey, they had the Grammys. The fucking Grammys. They had the Grammys. Stop. Bro, tell us what? Tell you what? Bro, tell us about Miami back in the days with you and Trick Daddy giving some good stories. You want some good Trick Daddy stories? You want Uncle Luke to tell you a good Trick Daddy story? Okay, let me tell you a good Trick Daddy story before I start the show. I ain't got but 45 minutes. They made me go on a time limit. They're trying to fucking organize me. They were like, yo, you get on here with this Streeter dude and you be going for 2 hours and Streeter be like, yo, man, we need to go a long time. The more people, the more longer we go, the more people come in. I'm like, no, we will not be staying on a long time. No, under no circumstances. We're going to block. I learned how to block and delete people, things. But ladies and gentlemen, I just lost my chain of thought. Remember, I'm old, fucking old. I just look cute. Them young girls be loving me. Them young girls love me. They had the old man with the little young model girl running around all on TikTok and all on social media, and all my little young girlfriends, you know what they start doing? That could be us. I'm like, no, you're 20 fucking 7. No. I will not be engaged in anything. So you want a Trick Daddy story? Let me give you a Trick Daddy story. So, Trick Daddy story 101. Hey, here's Uncle Luke with a Trick Daddy story. So, Trick Daddy dad called me up, Pops. Pops over there at Cheetah. He used to run not G5. Yeah, G5. One of them. But he's over there at Cheetah. So Pops called me up. He was sitting down on vacation. Pops said, yo, my son is getting ready to come home. Uncle Luke, can you look out for him? He's a little rapper. Now, mind you, everybody's son is a rapper. Everybody's child is a fucking rapper. Okay? So Pops, love Pops to death, OG, you know what I'm saying? We came up in the hood together. Pops said, man, my son coming out of jail. I said, okay, Pops, I got him. Right? Mind you, I didn't think I was getting ready to take him in. But then when he came out of jail, hey, man, come on, man, you come out of jail. All right, you come live with me. So Trick Daddy actually came and lived with me. I had some people squatting in my house. I'm not going to go too deep into that story, but, you know, thank God they changed the rules in the state of Florida. There's no more squatting rules. So I had somebody squatting in my house, and I couldn't get them out. I had to evict them. So I was staying in my condo. So Trick Daddy ended up staying with me in my condo. And so we're in the condo. We making music. We're in the condo. And at the same time, I was going through a Chapter 11, reorganizing my company. You know what I'm saying? And getting rid of a whole bunch of friends who didn't know the difference between Chapter 11, 13, and 7. You feel me? So that's a whole nother story. So Trick Daddy and me staying in the condo while I'm evicting somebody out the house. Then he got this whole book. Trick Daddy got a whole fucking book. He comes straight out of prison. He got this whole book of raps. I'm like, oh God. So I'm looking out for Pop's son. He's staying with me. We're at the condo, at the Grand Condominium, downtown Miami. I'm like, oh fuck. Okay, we're in the house. Mind you, downstairs, there was a college, some kind of college, culinary college, model college for all the models downstairs next to the Grand Condominium. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I forget the name of it. So he has this book. And I say, let me tell you something. And he rapping and going on. I'm listening to some of the songs he wrote. Now, mind you, he'd been in prison. He wrote a whole bunch of songs, got a big-ass book, got nothing but time to write. Never been a rapper in his life. Comes out, he wants to be a rapper. I'm here to support my good friend's son. So I say, Trick Daddy, this is what I'm going to do. I got this other guy named Red that I was getting ready to record. I'm going through this situation, this Chapter 11. I'm mad at the 2 Live crew. I'm mad at H-Town. Everybody turning back on me, right? So I'm hot. I'm fuming hot. I'm like, yo, I'm going to show them niggas who the fuck do what and who do this and who that. These niggas think it's all about them. They're going to go side with the cracker? Really? These niggas side with the cracker? Oh, hell no. I'm going to show these niggas what time it is. So then I got this young motherfucker Trick Daddy up in there. I'm looking at him. You ain't never rapped before in your life. And I said, I'm going to show these motherfuckers. I'm going to do a big ass new bass song with new music. Not with that same boom, chat, boom, chat, boom, chat. The 16 tracks. I'm going to do a big fucking mix. So I went and called up one of my good friends who was producing some stuff for me. He produced this song. I said, this is what I want. I want Barry White. I want this. I want the orchestra. I want strings and shit and all this right here. And I'm going to say, scarred. Everything is about scarred, right? These niggas scarred. I'm going to scar these niggas, right? Now, mind you, I'm mad. I'm fuming. So I go up in there. I said, before I do that, I got to find some rappers. Now, mind you, I can't sign nobody up because I'm going through this little situation, right? So end up doing what? Trick Daddy goes, and he's in the house. Like, I got to make this motherfucker a rapper. I don't even know if he can rap. This dude straight out the lockup. Now, he in there cooking like a motherfucker. I know he could cook like a motherfucker. That bitch cooked like, damn, son, you was cooking like this in prison? Yeah, cooking like a So when he has that Sundays, it's like some real shit. So he cooking. I go to the office, come back, Trick got a whole house full of girls. He cooking for them, and they walking around with little, not too many clothes on. I'm like, damn, Pop, your son is a live one, right? So then I say, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a contest because I really like Red. Red been hanging around for a minute, and I need to record Red. So I'm gonna have a big ass battle at the Pack Jam because I had a team disco connected to my office building and my studios. That's why we test the music. So I'm gonna have a big ass battle. So we're gonna bring Red in, we're gonna bring Trick in, and have this big ass contest, a 3-week contest. Trick Daddy knocked off nigga after nigga. Bam, bam, bam. He's just battling, just knocking them off. Then him and Red at the end, which I already know it's gonna be. I say, now here's the deal. Whoever wins, I will feature you on my next record, which is Scarred. Now, I already did the beat and everything. Who did the beat? Spin. So next thing you know, I said, I'm going to feature you on my first coming out record away from the 2 Live crew. Fuck that. It's going to be a hit because everything I touch is a hit. I know how to make hits all fucking day. Still do. Just so you all know. Yes, I know how to make hits. So I go in, these motherfuckers had this battle, Trick Daddy, outlast Red. They just going battling all fucking night. We 1 o'clock in the morning, 2,000 people inside the team disco, and they going, they cheering for Red. They cheering. Trick outlasts him. Trick wins the battle. So now I got to take Trick into the studio. You get to go on tour with me, the whole gambit. And I feel so far for Red. I'm like, man, Red was waiting his turn. He was waiting to be one of the next guys on Luke record, and Trick beat him. Fair and square. Fair and fucking square. So he gets to go on the road. So we then go in the studio and we record Scarred. And then I had this other rapper, Verb, Verb, Verb rap fast. Almost like Twister. So I got Verb. I said, I'm going to create a new fucking 2 Live crew. These niggas have made me fucking mad. Fuck that shit, right? Who the fuck they trying? They don't know what it's all about. Nigga, hold on. I'm the one producing this shit and all that. So, again, which I fuck with the guys, Marquise and Fresh Kid Ice. At the end, we all came together, so it's love with them too. Now, the other one, who running around saying he 2 Live crew, he hanging over there with them folks. I ain't fucking with Buddy like that. So we go and do the record. Scar. Put the record out. Fuck this shit. My first song, solo. I ain't with no goddamn 2 Live crew. These niggas tried me. They over there fuck with these white people and all this shit bullshit. Put the record out. What ends up happening? That bitch a hit. Instantaneously. It's all over the country. Still fucking a hit right now today. My #1 selling record on my goddamn catalog. That motherfucker was so goddamn hot. So mind you, I couldn't sign Trick Daddy to Luke Records, right? So there was a situation where he ended up it was a situation I couldn't sign him up because I was going through the Chapter 11. If I had signed him up, he'd have been property. And then I had just did this deal with Island Records, and that's what Scarred went on. I did a whole album for them while I was doing the Chapter 11 because I never was signed up to my own record label. So I was able to sign up to another record label. I'm like slicking a can of oil. So then I tell Hiram Hicks at Island Records, you need to sign this motherfucker right here. I'm telling this is the first time I'm telling this story. I'm like, Hiram, mind you, Hiram had all that Boys to Men, New Edition, all that shit. Hiram was a part of all that. Oh, no, tell me what you want. He was managing them dudes. That's who he was managing. I'm like, Hiram, we got to sign this motherfucker. Hiram, no. He called him, Dad, come on, man. Daddy, I don't want to sign, Daddy. I don't want to sign. I'm like, listen, I can't sign. So long story short, Trick ended up signing up with Slip and Slide Records. Because now, mind you, he the hottest motherfucker in town. Because he's on this Luke song, Scarred. And he ended up signing up over there because there was a situation he couldn't wait for me to get out of my situation. And he had to get his brother jury out of pawn or something. And them guys came in and say, look, we want to do a record with you. And they did a record. And he called me up and said, man, I just did a record with these guys. Now, mind you, he was still staying with me. I was like, really? Did you sign anything? He said, yeah, I signed something. I said, send me what you signed. And it said 1 year with a whole bunch of options. I said, well, you're signed up to a record label now. He was like, really? I was like, yeah. And so the rest is history. But God bless him. It all worked out for him. Them guys over there, Ted Lucas and Slip and Slide Records, they did a great job with him. I mean, to this day, you know, they're all cool. I mean, they did an excellent job with his career. Career's still going on. He's still manifesting and modifying and doing all those beautiful things with his life. And that's a little story. So don't ask me no fucking more stories. Y'all like that story? That was a Trick Daddy story. I never told that story, but you guys asked me to tell you a little Trick Daddy story. Maybe Wednesday I'll tell you an H-Town story, how they were discovered and how I came up with the name H-Town. You want to know that story? You want to get into my mind? Or do you want to hear a story about Liberty City Optimists? How did I start that? Or do you want to hear a story about when I interviewed Aaron Hall and said, Aaron Hall, man, R. Kelly is, I didn't, they was like, don't say that, don't say R. Kelly around Aaron Hall. He'll fucking lose his mind because he think R. Kelly jacked his whole style. You want to hear Biggie Small story? Biggie bag bitches from barbecues to bar mitzvahs. Don't use your lips, cuz. I can't say the X-rated words. Trick lives right around the corner. Fucking guy, he never invites me over to eat. All you do is I jog by, smell all the cooking, and the fucker never invites me to eat. He never comes around the corner with a plate. You got all the girls at the house, and they never ain't Trick got a plate for you. Fucking Trick Daddy. I love him to death. Or do you want to hear the story of how I discovered Pitbull? You want to hear the story how I discovered Two Live Crew? You want to hear the story of how I discovered Anquette? Hold up, wait a minute, let us put some boom in it. Oh, no, I can't do that. Let me get right into the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to the show. I appreciate you all. This show is big. I was just in Dick's Sporting Goods. Man, don't y'all just like that name? Dick's Sporting Goods. I should have fucking thought of that. Dick's Sporting Goods. Sporting Goods. Sporting Goods. I'll tell you, no, I'm not telling the more stories today. It's not story time. Story time of let's do that. Let's new rule. Before I start the show off, you guys asked me to tell you a story about an artist, something like that, and then I'll tell you a story. Tupac, you want to hear the story? Okay, I'll tell you a story. But we got to get into the show because I only have a limited amount of time. I got to get off here, and I got to go to my son's baseball game, his first baseball game, and they get ready to play it in a fucking blizzard. Hey, it's baseball. This is his first varsity game. Shots out to Blake Campbell. first baseball game. We got to get some hits, baby. We got to get some hits. Oh, let's just start off right here. Donald Trump, out of fucking control. Donald Trump is out of control. Donald Trump is out of control. Listen to this motherfucker.
About the Don Lemon thing, but he's a sleazebag. Everyone's known that. He's a washed-up. Probably, from his standpoint, the best thing that could happen to him. He's getting, he had no viewers. He was a failure. He was a failed host, and now he's in the news.
This motherfucker, if he don't like you, he's going to call you washed up. He's going to call you horrible. If you're a black woman, he's going to call you uneducated. He got, the man just, he hit Jimmy Kimmel with a stray. Now, mind you, he put the lady in at CBS. I can't talk too much about that. Let me stop, Luke. So, CBS will not be airing too many things talking about Donald Trump. Just let's say that like that. But over the weekend, Don Lemon went to jail for going into a protest. Now, mind you, I'm a Constitution guy. I fought for free speech and First Amendment, freedom of the press. Freedom of speech, freedom of the press. Freedom of the press, people. And the press could go in and have conversations at any given time. So what they try to say is Don Lemon violated a certain act, but they couldn't find a judge to prosecute this man. Not even Trump appointees. They were going from judge to judge. Judge, we need a fucking arrest warrant to put this motherfucker in jail. He did this and all. Them judges like, man, come on, man. That motherfucker the press. Everybody know who the fuck Don Lemon is. Don Lemon in there, he completely identified himself as the press. Hey, look, Don Lemon, I'm here with the media. Let me ask you a question. The guy who they were in there protesting, the lady who organized the protest clearly said, Don didn't know where we were going, because I didn't want to alert the media. He knew when everybody else knew at the last minute, which is real interesting, because I used to go to England and perform at these asset parties, and they would all have to go to a phone booth, and they'll call the phone, call like 10 phones, and 2,000 people would show up and say, this is where the party is. And then you had a limited amount of time to perform before the cops come. And so again, that's what happened. Don and his crew, Don went over there and he was doing his journalistic thing and going in and interviewing people. No way, under no circumstances. Look, am I a Don Lemon fan? Don Lemon kind of hated on hip hop. Now that he's not on CNN, maybe he was just caping for CNN and they was telling him to say fucked up shit about hip hop, but now he's a hip hop connoisseur. He doesn't like Nicki Minaj. We know that. And so let me just bring you all around. And I fought with Don Lemon. I listen to him on TikTok. Y'all should listen to him. He talks some good shit. Let me tell you what happened. So Don Lemon got into this beef with Nicki Minaj. Don Lemon said she's undocumented. Don Lemon then said Nicki needs to be deported because Don and her got into this cat and mouse. Nicki Minaj then goes do what? Go do the party with go to the Turning Point event. She goes to the Turning Point event, gets on stage, and then Don really goes in on her for going to that event and being a part. The bottom line is this. When Candace Owens went rogue, they tried so much with Candace Owens went rogue. Omarosa went rogue long time ago. So Trump need another nigga. I'm just sorry. It is what it is. It's a pattern. He needs a black woman to be standing by him. It was Omarosa. It was fucking Candace Owens. And Candace Owens went rogue because, in my opinion, I think Candace and Kirk, something. I ain't stupid. Let me just put it that way. Because Candace is having a real problem with Kirk's wife right now. So she went rogue. And she was on Trump dick. Then they had fucking Amber Rose on Trump dick. But Amber Rose didn't really resonate with the sisters because, they're like, what Sexy Red say? Coming through. Ran through. I didn't say that. But she did not move the needle. Maybe it's because of the interracial thing, and she's not like straight black. I'm not a black person. I think that's what she had. I don't know. I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, Trump always needed a black woman next to him. He had Omarosa for years. Omarosa hauled ass. Then he found this young Candace Owen. Candace Owen got her a white man. He then signs up over there to Charlie Kirk. You over there talk that old wild conspiracy theory shit, talk about black people like a dog, the same way Omarosa did. Then she goes rogue after Kirk get unalived. Now they got to find him a new nigga. So what ends up happening? Don Lemon really got Nikki the gold card. Don went out there and started talking about, oh, you undocumented motherfucker. How the fuck you gonna be over there? Nikki over there like, look, let me just handle my business. Let me go over here and try to get my papers. Which is some bullshit way to do it. They sent Nikki through the ringer. They said, Nikki, in order for you to get these papers, it's one of the two things we're gonna do. We're gonna, in my opinion, let me say it. In my opinion, if you want to get this motherfucking paperwork, go over there, sell your soul to motherfucking Kirk wife. Okay. Go in there and talk about these niggas like a dog and say you love old Donald and do all that and da-da-da. Once you go over there and sell your fucking soul at Turning Point, then you can come over here and you could then over here with old Uncle Donald. Uncle Donald, come on, Nikki. I'm going to give you a gold card. Your ass a legal citizen. If you don't know about the gold card, Donald Trump always say he's only let billionaires into the country and he's going to give them a gold card. And that means they'll be documented. So Nikki is now documented. And that's what the fuck happened. And so Don was going in on her and then Don said, deport the bitch. And then Nikki said, Donald, put his ass in jail. And then the next weekend, fucking Don was in jail over the weekend. So that's summing the whole thing up. Is it right? No, fuck. You can't do that. But Kamala Harris told you all that man was going to weaponize. He was going to weaponize the Justice Department. Normally, the Justice Department and FBI is two separate situations. They don't commingle under no circumstances, but not in this administration. You say something wrong, whether you the media, I don't give a fuck who it is, your ass is going to jail. If you go viral, if I go viral right now talking about Donald Trump, they're going to figure out something. Let's go get fucking Luke. But Marco Rubio is my friend. I fuck with Marco Rubio before he even got into this shit show he's in. Marco is a good guy. They had Marco at the Senate, and they were trying to entangle Marco. Marco from Miami, you're not going to fucking entangle him. He's a really smart guy. And if the Democrats don't get somebody in order, then Marco is going to be the fucking president next year. And if Marco to be the president, Cuba, you can rest assured he's going to park the motherfucking ships outside of there. That's going to be his first order of business. Speaking of first order of business, but Nikki, let me go back. Segue into Nikki. Over the weekend, Nikki just was going off on Jay-Z. Mind you, before she went over there to Turning Point, turned to point. All right. Going off on the girls, going off Jay. Why are you fucking with Jay-Z? Jay-Z ain't bothering nobody. He just getting his money and all that. Leave Jay-Z alone. That's my friend. I'm not going to keep on beating with this Nikki thing. Nikki is out of control, but I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck you're going to come back from this. Y'all let Omarosa back.
I don't have it.
Y'all let all these people back. Y'all let all these people back. Hold on. What the fuck is going on? Chat GPT want to talk to me while I'm talking. Y'all let everybody back. It's amazing that y'all just do that. These niggas go rogue and y'all just go bring them back on in. Now, Trump is going to lose the House and probably the Senate. He'll be a lame duck president. Moving forward, he could do a bunch of executive orders. He's going to have weaponize his Justice Department, probably put all the politicians in jail to try to take back the House some sort of way. But how is Nikki going to come back from this? Are y'all going to get on? Are y'all going to go to the concerts when she go on tour? Who the fuck going to the concerts? Yeah, y'all ass going to the concert. Because I was looking, let me tell you this. I was sitting there looking at, because y'all like everybody. Y'all let everybody come back. I ain't gonna call no names, but it's a lot of people was over there caping with them people, and y'all got all mad. We're gonna cancel you. We're gonna stop following you. And then as soon as they fire at the concert, y'all right there. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that shit to y'all ass. So Kanye West been caping for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is my guy. He allegedly said he was a little disturbed and didn't take his medication. He allegedly something went on. But when he was going crazy and all that, he over there with his Donald Trump hat on. Hey, Trump, what's up, Trump? Man, I'm down with you, Trump. Trump. Man, Trump is the best thing in the world. That was Kanye West. So let me make this make sense. Everybody want to cancel Kanye West, right? So then now, Kanye West did a concert over the weekend. I'm not posting his name here. He's my friend. Kanye West did a concert over the weekend. Sold out arena, football stadium, packed up. Where was this concert? In the place where Donald Trump targeted the people the first, in Mexico. I'm sitting up there like, Kanye West, the Trump lover, books a concert in Mexico and it's fucking sold out. Shouts out to Kanye West. I love it. But it's sold out in Mexico. Mexico 2 nights in a row. Trump guy goes to Mexico. Trump been saying the Mexicans are the worst people in the world. Get the motherfuckers out of the country and send their ass back. And they go at it with the Mexican president. And he's an ally of, and you go over there and sell the shit out. I was like, that's some balls. But that tells me that entertainment and politics doesn't really mix, because if the people of Mexico would have canceled him because of his affiliation with Trump, then he would have been in there by himself trying to perform. I'm just saying. So I don't think, speaking of people who are having a problem with Trump and ICE agents,
thanks to God, I'm gonna say eyes out. We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans and we are Americans. Also, I want to say to the people, I know it's tough to know, not to hate on these days. And I was thinking, sometime we get contaminados. I don't know how to say that in English. The hate get more powerful with more hate. The only thing that is more powerful than hate is love. So, please, we need to be different. If we fight, we have to do it with love. We don't hate them. We love our people, we love our family, and that's the way to do it. with love. Don't forget that, please. Thank you. Thank you, God.
Man, that man said, Bad Bunny said so much for a guy that can't speak good English, and the word, that shit was deep. When I saw it last night, I was like, I gotta put this on the show today. More hate on top of hate, you need love. That was deep. The man had to say, we're not animals. Bad Bunny, mind you, will not perform in the United States because he's like, yo, until this ICE shit get under control, I'm not going to go do a concert, have ICE outside of my concert, putting Latinos in jail. I respect the fucking shit out of Bad Bunny. My playlist got a whole bunch of Bad Bunny. I liked the Bad Bunny before because one of my good friends, the girl that I was talking to, her cousin was Puerto Rican, and they turned me on to Bad Bunny a long time ago, probably a year ago. But let me just say this. I have more respect for him. And if you saw his other speech, which I need a translator, after he won the Album of the Year, shouts out to Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is a hell of an entertainer. And I'm looking forward to seeing him at the Super Bowl and be dancing them around. I'm gonna get one of them goddamn Bad Bunny hats. But it's deep around here. I mean, I wanna, I'm happy. I get credit where credit is due. Yeah, we could beat up on Trump all day, but he realized the guy that he had over there with that haircut he had, looking like he was one of them fucking, looking like he was one of them damn neo-Nazis who was running the whole situation over there in Minnesota. I'm happy Trump sent the head man in there to de-escalate. And he mentioned in his press release, and I sat down and watched the whole thing to de-escalate the situation. Because, listen, the way it's always been explained, if a person is undocumented, they know exactly who they're going to go get. And all this bullshit of fucking with people off the streets and just fucking with people. I mean, somebody got to be the adult in the room. Because innocent people are getting killed. But Kamala Harris told y'all, I will vote Donald Trump. I will vote Donald. Hey, it's not funny. But the main people who went up there and harassed Kamala Harris and people out Dearborn, the man locked y'all ass up. Mexicans didn't come the way they need to come to support Kamala Harris. Lock y'all up. Venezuelans, Hispanics, Trump locking everybody up. Somalis, they jumped out there. Even though Minnesota, Democrats carried the state of Minnesota, sanctuary city, a lot of those fucking people jumped out there and say, hey, look, we supporting Donald Trump. And so we then got on here, all right, fuck around and find out. And everybody's fucking around and finding out. That's why you don't see Trump really fucking with no niggas. I'm going to just keep it a buck. We said it first when we weren't getting COVID, and I keep thinking about that, because it was like, yo, black people ain't getting COVID, and then the COVID came around, started getting us and shit, it became, oh my God, hold on. Ain't nobody fucking with us, because we're deeply entrenched in the military. And the military brothers and sisters ain't about to have nobody fuck with us. They started off, okay, we're going to send the military in the inner city to break that shit up. They had to back up off that shit. When the motherfuckers in Memphis started driving them tanks and shit, they was like, hold on. These niggas is for real. We ain't going up in there fuck with them. We ain't got no beef with nobody because we over here sitting there chilling, minding our business. And we sitting up here looking at everybody go through their situation. And those are the people who didn't fuck with us because we said fuck with us and they didn't fuck with us. They didn't vote for our system. So at the end of the day, everybody's getting what they're. Do I want people to be unalive? No. I don't want people to be unalive. I want people to be alive. Peaceful protests, constitutionally, yes. Them brothers in Atlanta. I was looking at some posts. They were like, hold on, ICE coming to Atlanta? Shit. They were like, y'all don't know. This is a carry state here. You don't want to go up in the motherfucking Georgia talking about no ICE. Because them brothers, at one time, they marched up there to the KKK headquarters with their guns out, ready for all the smoke. So we like it like this. Don't fuck with us. Let us mind our business. And all you people who voted, hey, we'll support y'all on the sideline. But y'all always welcome to come on over here on our side. And then you'll be protected. It's just that simple. Meaning, speaking of protected, Paul George, PED, Paul George having a horrible season. And then the man fucking lighted up like 32 points, and the next day they didn't suspend him. Really? I don't like when I know Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith, Shaq, all of them, they got a job to do. But I don't think I ever recall somebody getting, how the fuck you could take PED and play basketball? What the fuck is on the list? What is on the list? Them motherfuckers smoke more goddamn weed and everything. Basketball players? Basketball? What is on the list where you can get banned? What substance you can take that you can put that bitch in the bucket? Huh? So, listen, there's more to that story that I want to hear. So, moving right along. Bill Belichick got snubbed. That's some of the stupidest shit in the world. Bill Polian, he needed to get his shit taken away. Whoever's in charge of putting people in the Hall of Fame, you need to make an executive decision right now and make a wrong a right. Make the wrong a right. Put Bill Belichick into the goddamn Hall of Fame. And any of them dumb motherfuckers, look at the card. If you voted against him, they don't need to be voting no more. It's just that simple. It's just, I'm not going to sit up here and talk all day about no fucking Bill Belichick. The man is the GOAT. He's a fucking GOAT. So y'all going to Pete Rose Bill Belichick? That's shit I never could understand. I could never understand the Barry Bonds and Pete Rose and all that. Them motherfuckers had to hit a ball going 100 miles an hour. Sometimes 102. It ain't no goddamn drugs or nothing that's going to get you to hit that motherfucking ball. You got hand-eye coordination and you got power. You don't have it. Either you got it or you don't. Simple as that. But I think they just want to make shit up to people who they want to fuck with. And so everybody got this inside for Bill Belichick, maybe because he got a little young girl. He got a little young, fine-ass little girl. But that's a whole nother movie there. Duke. Let me get I got to fix my hat for this shit here. So Mario takes Manny Diaz, quarterback. Let's bring this shit back. Mario goes and say, I took over this University of Miami team. This shit is horrible. I got to get rid of all these people. I'm putting everybody on a fucking bus. Come get your kids. Come get your kids. What Manny was running was the worst shit in the world. This is not Miami football. Yada, yada, yada. And by the way, I speak Spanish. Mario been hitting Manny with strays. Hey, listen. This is Cuban on Cuban crime, but it's two separate types of Cubans here. You have Democrat Cubans, which is Manny, I'm assuming, because his daddy was a Democratic mayor and the head of the Democratic Party here in the state of Florida for many, many years. So I'm assuming Manny is a Democrat. Mario, I'm assuming Mario is a Republican. There are different types of Cubans here. There are some Cubans that want to be known as white people. So they'll lose their accent. That's why I fought with high-level Cubans. Because high-level Cubans are my niggas. They keep an accent. There are certain Cubans that lose their accent and they'll pick up this Southern twang. Oh yeah, you know, we're doing things like this here. They don't want to be known as Cubans because a lot of times when Cubans leave or go past Palm Beach County, then all the white people call them Mexican because they Spanish. So they have a tendency of saying, in order for me to get to where I need to get at in America, I have to lose that Cuban accent. And then a lot of times they don't. Some of them, when doing that, they don't know how to speak Spanish. Along the way, like Marco Rubio can speak Spanish. Along the way, some point Mario found out some kind of way. I don't know. Don't say I had nothing to do with it. First time Mario came to Miami, me and him went over to the restaurant, the Cuban restaurant. Said, look, I want to talk to you, man. What the fuck is going on around here? Why the fucking team? Tell me some of the things that's going on. See, everybody think me and Mario, Mario and me have beef. We don't. I love Mario to death. That's my guy, Mario for me. So Mario, I said, Mario, let me ask you something. Now I ain't had nothing to do with this shit. Do you speak Spanish? What the fuck you mean? Why you ask me that, Luke? I said, well, the last Cuban coach didn't speak Spanish. Mario turned beet red. He said, what? I said, Mario, I don't understand what's going on with you guys. You know, I embrace my slang, my ghetto slang. And then again, I can get politically correct. Hey, guys, how are you doing? How's everybody doing in the chat? Hey, I see you. They got this own Spanish style. I do have a SAG card. He was like, what? Huh? What? I'm like, listen, I'm going to just leave that one alone. I'm gonna zoom past that. So Mario been going after fucking Manny Diaz forever. Beat Manny, took his quarterback and his receiver, the quarterback. 10 minutes, fuck that shit. We're going to take your quarterback. We're going to buy your quarterback out and give a nigga $6 million. Hey, that's some goddamn Nestor Torres type shit. Hey, my friend. Hey, Mario over there acting like goddamn fucking Scarface. Hey, yo. Hey, my friend. I speak Spanish. You don't. I Cuban. I here in Miami. I want your fucking quarterback. And I want your best receiver too. Send that motherfucker over here with me. So the quarterback say, okay, I'm coming to Miami. Manny, I'm going with the real Cubans. I gotta stop. I gotta go. I can't be here long. Son got a game. I gotta go. I gotta get on the thing. Hey man, listen, man. The Duke handshake. I'm going to that game. I don't give a fuck if they playing Mozambique. I will be there, and I'm going to be there for the pregame because I want to see them two motherfuckers standing like this here, looking across the field with a Mexican standoff. And then I'm going to stay there for the end of the game to watch the handshake. I'm going my binoculars because I want to see them two motherfuckers go to blows. That would be some wild ass shit. Manny be like, fuck that shit. Manny this big, never played football in his life. I shouldn't have said that. Fighting Mario. This shit is wild. HBCU doing his A. I want to thank you guys for damn near doubling 30%. Coach Quinn came on the show. We did a show with Coach Quinn. The numbers went up. Donations went out the roof. Hey, look here. Make sure y'all go and donate to FAMU football athletics. Let me say this. I said this, and I really mean it. And I did a text today. Everybody gets on. You know, I'll post my kids when I was coaching. My kids went to this college, and they said, "Look, why the hell they don't go to the HBCU?" And I'm like, which there's reasons. But I agree with people. Our kids should go to HBCUs. We are $1 trillion set of people. Don't take my word. Look it up. What's the economical impact of African Americans in this country? We're $1 trillion spending group of people in the United States of America. That's why they can't really fuck with us like that. We spend over $1 trillion every year. But when it comes to our historical Black colleges, we don't give back. We think that we're giving, because we bought a ticket, that ticket is supposed to be what the money that's generated for the athletic departments. No, that's not the case. It's through donors. It's through the alumni. It's through the booster clubs. Do we have the booster clubs and alumni set up the proper way? No. But in this case, FAMU has a fundraising opportunity. They're close to $500,000. So let's think about it like this. We can have the same type of facilities that the white schools have. If you donate, we can have the same state-of-the-art stadium like the white people have. If you donate, we can have the same big-ass TV contract like the white people have. If you donate to the facilities, we can compete with every school with NIL. If you donate to the collectives, it's just that simple. So everybody want to sit on here and go to complaining as to why these Black young men are going to these white schools, and then they're losing themselves because it ain't nothing good coming out of any. Where's good coming out of it? There is good come out of it. They get to display their talent on national TV, but that don't necessarily mean they're gonna get drafted. Look at the young man who just tore up the Senior Bowl the other day. He came from a D3. There's a young man getting ready to play in the Super Bowl, play that FAMU. FAMU got 4 guys in the shots out to Willie Simmons. He got 4 guys in the NFL out of FAMU. So they're going to find you. They're going to find you. But it's very important that you spend money back. Let us have them same facilities. We ain't got to send our kids over there. Have that same motherfucking NIL money. We got to send our kids there, but y'all got to get off your ass and do something about it. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my show. Today, I had a great time. I enjoyed myself. I see y'all on Wednesday. I'm still fighting this cold off me. I got to go to see Junior play baseball. His first varsity baseball game. Long time, boy. It's a lot of fucking. If your child play baseball, just be prepared to travel. Money. But yeah, go out there, see little man. I'm gonna post some stuff on there. Tonight, they playing in the cold. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you guys for making this show big. I love it. I love when you guys come to me in the mall, at the restaurant, say you looked at the show, you like the show. Hey, look, go into my comments, go into my DM. Tell me something that you want me to talk about. But I love it, and I love the fact that you guys are making this show great. I thank you for sharing the show to everybody that you continuously share to. For all my friends on Facebook, make sure y'all go over there and follow me, like, share, and subscribe to the show. YouTube, I love you guys on YouTube. Hey, that's the best place where you can go at and comment like this, and comment like that, and comment like this. But and all my good friends over there on Twitter, I love you all too. And Instagram, shouts out to Instagram. I figured out how to get y'all on there. But until the next time, in the words of Walter Cronkite, may the good news be yours.
Make the booty go, 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 pop, pop, make the booty go, pop, pop.
I need some bad girls. I'm gonna let y'all hear my new song. I need some bad girls. Come on, baby. Come on, right here. You and you. Come on with that, your fine ass.
Sit on the